Hello, this is Sir Onion Knight, and this is the second video of my vlog detailing my adventures to get my Brutosaur. Let's, I guess, get started on that, I guess, right? That's why you're here, right? You're here to listen about that and not me rambling on about this nonsense and welcoming you guys to the video and all that. But first, what I want to do is I do want to thank everybody that subscribed last week and just watched the video. This is actually one of my best videos that I put out, and I just want to thank you guys for starting this journey with me, I guess. Hope you guys follow along and share some advice with me and maybe learn something yourself. This is gonna basically be me detailing my experiences with it, and you know, results may vary for a lot of people and opinions may vary, but in the end, we're just trying to have fun in the game that we pay $15 a month for, right? So basically, let me go ahead and start with what I did. And last week I prioritized raw gold farming on legacy raids, and the results came in, and I have about 203,947 gold as of recording this right now. Now, obviously, the week has already started. I actually have tried recording this video like 10 times already, and I've had trouble pop up every time, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm gonna make the best of it, you know. As right now, what I'm doing is I am farming Xanthid. This is going to probably be one of my primary farms that I make use of this week. I wish my dog would shut up. Sorry if you heard the dog barking, but this is probably going to be my primary source that I try to go for this week. I want to see how it works out, if there's anything that I could add on to it, etc. Because basically, let me explain to you how my raw gold farms went. Started out strong. I ran Blackrock Foundry first, and my initial goal was to collect data across 10 characters and get averages of time and how much gold earned. What ended up happening, though, is I would clear, you know, normal through mythic and then move on to the next character. By the time I got to the 4th character, I was starting to feel the burnout. And when you start getting burned out, at that point it's like, alright, I need to think of other options, what I can do to prevent myself from completely giving up on this entirely. But I did finish 5 runs of Blackrock Foundry. I even did the LFR mode. Actually took a little time to get my rank 2 garrison, so that way I could talk to the old blind orc and use him to queue up for LFR. I have a 6th character who is high enough level who I did not use because he hasn't done any of the opening stuff for Warlords of Draenor, whereas all my other characters have. Only one character that I used for this last week, I only had to use them once. I only had to, you know, unlock the Warlord stuff once with them. I mean, obviously, you only have to do it once with them, but I only did it once across all the characters because, you know, obviously that was extra time that I didn't want to spend doing all that. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. Only 5 characters done. Got an average of 5 characters. I don't think anyone's going to look at me as some sort of be-all and end-all of statistics, though. So the spreadsheet was mostly for my gain. I will share the spreadsheet with people if they want it later down the line. But for now, I mean, it's just kind of more for helping me keep things organized. So moving on. After doing the Blackrock Foundry, I did go and attempt to do Hellfire Citadel, but really I only cleared that with 2 characters, and then I cleared a few of the LFRs and Siege of Orgrimmar LFR through Mythic on 1 character. Actually, I think I did that on 2 characters now that I think about it. Yeah, I did, actually. Holy cow. So I did all that, and then, of course, one day I started doing the Zenithid farming, and it's like the moment that I posted the herbs up to the auction house, it sold. Like, I made 3K from about 200 herbs. That was about 20 minutes of farming. As of this right now, I'm approaching 300 herbs. That's because I've been trying to do this video for nearly 2 hours now and have somehow messed up every single time. So yeah, I guess that's a little bit of the update for you. Now, how I'm feeling about this is I'm not feeling discouraged about it yet. Obviously, when going into this, I fully anticipated that there's a possibility that I may not be able to get my Brutosaur because of how late it is in the expansion. These were things that I should have considered doing toward the beginning, and I never did because it wasn't a high priority of mine then. But the more I see everybody's hype about the Brutosaur, the more it got me interested in trying. And you know, unfortunately, it's too little too late on that one, so I'm going to do my best to get there and hopefully get it. But if I don't, you know, it's the adventure that I'm going for more so than the actual end goal. Now, I'm going to do my best to do it, don't get me wrong. If I start to feel a little bit burned out, I may pull back a little bit, you know. Oh, and it doesn't help that. Okay, so the other day I actually tried out Path of Exile for the first time. Why am I talking about Path of Exile at the time of doing a WoW video? Well, that's because the other day Blizzard was experiencing a DDoS attack. And so I couldn't even actually play the game. Like, I was trying to, at that point, I was trying to play with my daughter. Like, the ex got her all set up with a WoW account and everything. We're getting everything all situated. She was making her character. And then next thing you know, she gets booted offline. And while I'm sitting there in Orgrimmar, because I made me a little Volpera play with her. Because she wanted to play a Volpera. And, you know, I'm sitting there in Orgrimmar, and she's not able to log in. She's in a massive queue. And I'm like, well, dang, that sucks. I'll go farm something, right? So I get off, and I'm going to farm. Next thing I know, I am booted offline. And then I'm sitting in a 36-minute queue. And by the time the queue gets like halfway there, it gets knocked offline again. So yeah, there was a little bit of time there where I actually had to find something else to do with my time. So that was probably about 2 hours where I just didn't even bother farming. And I'm gonna admit, I've been playing this game a lot more than I probably should. Like, I am dedicated to this farm, and I probably should be like, you know, I'm going to go tell my wife, hey, we're going on a walk. She actually took me on a walk the other day just because I was getting frustrated. There's so many things I should be doing and not playing WoW right now, but you know what? It is what it is. Here's my unhealthy obsession. I am farming gold. Hey, this is a vlog. This is me talking to you, trying to be realistic here, okay? So, sorry if that triggers you a little bit. Man, so many of us are probably in the same position that I am feeling right now. Like, man, I should be doing something different. Anyway, what... Yeah, I'm going to share a link to the video from Want to Buy Gold, where he describes this UI thing here. What I'm using is GatherMate 2, FarmHUD, and Routes. So basically Routes creates a route through all the GatherMate 2 data, and then FarmHUD displays it on the screen like this. That's the short, to the point version of what this is. And I strongly suggest you watch his videos because I don't want to, you know, steal, you know, people from him, you know, using his information that he put out there for everybody. You know, I want you to be able to give him some support too. He's a lot more popular than I am, but he makes some great videos. But I have no problem with sending people his way too. Because you might learn something, and you might be able to give that information to me. Maybe I didn't understand what he said at some point. Maybe you'll be able to clarify on something that he did that I didn't understand. Maybe you'll see a video that he did that I missed. Who knows? Go watch his stuff. Link in the description. I also want to give a shout out to Kraken Latte. She's the one who basically sparked this raw gold farm thing for me, and even though I did get burned out, I still stand by the raw gold farm for just being something that you can easily do. Get some, you know, some transmogs out of it, possibly some mounts, and, you know, just take a break from this farming thing. Look at that, I've got 321 Xanthid already, and I've been rambling this entire time. So I guess I'm going to cut this video short. Well, I guess it's not short. It's probably like really long. I am not looking at the OBS to tell you what time it is. But again, I do appreciate everybody that came by last week. Again, we're up to 203,000 gold. That's my week's progress. I'm hoping this week will be a little bit more. But also, hopefully, I'll be a little more healthier and not be sitting at this computer all friggin' day. I'm hoping to purchase some RAM here soon, though, to kind of help my computer out here. I've only got 8 gigs on this computer, so there's a lot of multitasking things that I've been trying to do that I can't do. And so yeah, it just kind of leads to some issues there. So hopefully these videos will be a little bit more frequent. I'll probably have a little bit more video footage and stuff like that to be able to share with people. I don't know, we'll see. I just thank everybody for actually giving me the drive to keep going with making these videos. I didn't expect last week's video to do as well as it did. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this here before I get all touchy-feely and shit. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully next week I'll be able to tell you that I made 240k, even though I should have probably made 300k this week, just to make up for what I didn't have. But oh well. Thanks guys. See you around.